BTC floating around 108K. It's Saturday. We've had a little bit of chop, a little bit of dump on some of these altcoins, but is it time for maybe some short-term scalps here? So you know what, guys? I promised you last week we're going to bring the hackers team on regularly for you, and let's do some scalp trading. Let's see if we can catch some action here on a Saturday afternoon for me, morning for some of you. So let's get right into this. Maria there, she says, please like guys, if you enjoying the content, hit the like and the bell. If you like Saturday live trading with the hackers team, obviously smash the like so we know that we must carry on doing this. Okay, I didn't come here for a haircut, we came here for action, and we want to make sure you guys are happy with a Saturday session. There's the panda, bang, okay, he's ready to go. He's just gone long 𝗵𝗵𝗍𝗂𝗍, and I've just gone long bonk, and what the fuck did I just long? It's going to be WIF and Fartcoin that we're going to look at now, and here's Mr. 𝗵𝗵𝗍𝗍, he's gone long, nothing yet.
Actually, I've got a bunch of longs I took at like 1 in the morning for me that are still.
Oh, so you're in?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's in cooking already. Okay, so guys, let's just get into BTC and things like that, and then we're going to jump into some scalp trading super fast here. So look, it's a bit of a mixed day. 𝗬𝗏 is still absolutely cooking. WLD, I closed that short this morning. Okay, that thing printed very nicely. Anyone who took WLD with me, I'm now out of that short. That Saga short got a small little position yesterday. That is now done for me. I'm closed there, but I can see this injective string, and I can see why Panda was interested in this injective situation. And what Jesty says, what the fuck did I just not get? What the fuck, guys?
We need a clip on that one for sure. What the
guys, I trade so many shit coins. Sometimes I literally lose track of what I'm long and what I'm short. It gets wild. It gets absolutely wild out there. Okay, let's look at BTC and just try and see, where's my head at? Why do I think we can get some kind of short-term move on the market? So in terms of what just happened here in the last couple of hours, we've lost our trend. As you can see, bang, we had a retest late yesterday, and I said to the hackers, warning bells up here, that is a danger zone. That 110 region was going to be a problem. Then we had our bearish rejection, okay, and they gave us our first bounce at 108, but it wasn't good enough. Okay, they came and they ended us basically, and we hit our 107. Okay, so 107 was our horizontal support, and hopefully we're going to leave that behind us. Hopefully we can get some positive news out of the market now this weekend. We're waiting for the Genius Act. James, how many days we have left till Sunday? Well, they got to do something.
Yeah, or it gets paused for a whole week and they can't vote on it until like June 2nd. So if they don't have it sorted by the end of the weekend, then it gets pushed because they're on recess all next week, Monday through Friday for Memorial Day week.
We need an announcement, guys, or I think we're going to start falling over. So a very simple situation. So in terms of BTC, look, we want to just hold the higher low. You can see what's happened here. We've popped up. We've had a little breakout this weekend here, looking to hold this higher low. So 108, 100, guys, keep it super simple. And that's what we want to see. And Alt's ready to take off tanking. Okay, so what's he saying? Yeah,
little mixed messaging. I'm not sure. Does that mean they're going up or down? I need to go look at the chart.
What's going on here, bro? Okay, so we just want to hold this 108, 100. If we're going to get some kind of bullish move out of some of these alts, we just want to ride this 1 hour and this 2 hour reversal. So we're not looking for some massive big move. Crypto lady, we're going to short on the next pump. Okay, what we want to see obviously is remember the rules here. Some of our best plays come when we're really nice and green. Like yesterday, we got that Saga short. When it's nice and green, that's where you need to get your shorts. When things are nice and red, you kind of want to lean towards some bounce longs and then get the shorts when it's nice and green. Okay, and A takes long the top yesterday, now sweating bullets. He's getting some lickies coming in hot for him there. Okay, guys, let's look at something interesting here. Our RSI heat map. So this is a good one to track. So I want to get Panda onto this immediately. Okay, Panda, short, mask and cookie. Can you start digging around there for potential shorts on mask and cookie? And I'm gonna hunt a long for us on something called fun, as you can see. So we're gonna play the exact same game I played yesterday with that Saga short, and we're looking for the outliers, the overboughts and the oversold, and we're gonna go and hunt again. Crypto lady said that Saga made nice money. Yes, I was a little bit disappointed. It was quite a small size, and I had more orders higher up, and we never got that secondary pump on that. But guys, it was a 16% dump on that saga yesterday. There it is. Okay, so remember that feeling when the candle's nice and green, it's very difficult to push buttons to go short, and when the candle's nice and red, it's very difficult to push buttons to go long. But look at this move. We grabbed that short there at 44, give or take, and 16% dump on the markets. Happy with that result, and that was literally just catching the outlier on that RSI on that RSI heat map. Hello, Michael van Veen is in the house.
My name is Jeff.
How are you, sir? Guys, I'm genuinely thinking about bringing this chicken out regularly, once a week. Literally getting Jeff out and do some chicken trading once a week. It's I think it's close to happening. It's closer than James thinks it is to happening, because it's underway.
Maybe we can get a different chicken though, one that likes to long. Perhaps.
No, well, he just ate out of the red bowl. He fucking rinsed me. I was very annoyed.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Okay, guys, let's talk some scalps. Okay, what's interesting to me at the moment? So Fartcoin, I gave you guys this yesterday on the live show, and looking interesting. It's at our first zone, and we've got some kind of reversal action here on the 2 hour. So I'm not discounting that we can drop one more time, print some kind of divergence here or some double dip here on the bottom, but we can see we have our first marker on Fartcoin at the moment, 1.46. Okay, you can see this region over here, 1.46, and this could be an area we consolidate a little bit today, then maybe get some kind of push up. Okay, so short-term little push to the upside there on Fartcoin. What I would watch here currently for you guys is that VWAP. Look out for a wick into that VWAP. That could be super bullish. Okay, if we drop into that, you get a little ping off that VWAP there, and then we get a nice long. We're looking for 7 to 10% on Fartcoin. Nothing too serious. Okay, so Panda, yeah, I mean, I've got. Let me show you what's cooking in my kitchen at the moment. I've opened a bong long. Okay, bong long. I'm not gonna bonk long. Okay, at the moment, yeah, you can see I'm building this one at the moment. We're trying to get some action. I'm using a couple of VWAPs and the VWAP strategy from Chart Prime at the moment. You can see the blue VWAPs are my personal VWAPs, and the colored VWAPs here, that green one to the downside is the bottom one, and the purple to the upside is the built-in one on Chart Prime. So we are looking for that ride into that upper VWAP there. I'm trying to just ride these VWAP channels, and we want to push higher. So I am playing a bit of a game at the moment, trying to get the strategy moving. I want to just get this push on bonk 4 or 5%, and then we might get a beautiful short higher up. Now I've gone filthy degen here. Any hackers, you're going to be shocked. These are 5-minute candles we're currently dealing with at the moment. Okay, so I'm keeping my eyes on this bonk. I've got a burner position running at the moment, and then I'm running 2 in Blowfin, courtesy of Panda here. And he's going to talk about this injective and orca at the moment. Looks like I long the top so far of injective. So let's get this thing pumping, bro. Okay, you want to rip out?
Need a whale on this.
Injective.
Yeah. A second.
Okay, I'm pulling up your screen. Okay, there you go.
Injective is a very simple, just scalp breakout trade, more of a bet. So it was holding the 382, consolidating on the 382, and it was really pushing into this very, very order block. And we're getting candle closes near and within the block, which tells me that a squeeze can be incoming. So it was floating around the 382. A simple scalp idea would just be to kind of long where you're at, and then put your stop loss beneath the cluster that is forming. So it's a very simple kind of bet here that it's going to squeeze.
I didn't even know he was here. He was hiding. Look, he's here. Look, he's here. Look, he's here. He's arrived. I've got to move James so they can see him. There he is.
Oh, hello, sir. And I was tying this with the dominance kind of rejecting here at this trend and kind of creating this reversal candle formation on the 1 hour. So it was a decent bet to take. I'm still in it. And yeah, kind of a 2% stop loss.
Okay, so 2% stop. I've actually got to put my stop in at the moment. So just what is that area there where I'm going to lock in my stop here?
13.29.
13.29. Okay, let's get it in here. Okay, so 13.2. I'm going to make mine 285. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's quite reasonable. Thank you. Okay, yeah, that's a nice level actually to have us have a stop on there. Okay, cool. And you watching?
Same thing with the orca. Basically the same play. We got consolidation in and around the 50 MA, claim, breakout, and then what looks like to be claiming the 382. Also another indication that this would be a decent scalp with a decent bet. You have two options. You can go with a stop loss a little bit wider. Wouldn't recommend that on a scalp since we're trading the 5 and the 15. You can go beneath this order block, or your invalidation on the 5 and the 15 minute would be if we lose this cluster, come back, take this as a fair value gap and lose it, then that means this move is a little bit false on the 5 and the 15. So I'm doing that. Again, nothing has been claimed yet. We're just piercing into it, and I'm tying that to dominance having this rejection. So now we just need a bearish retest to see this on the 15. And yeah, treat everything, all of these setups, I'm treating them as a 50-minute scalp. We're in, we're out, 4% move, 6% move, and get the F out.
Okay. Well, I think you can't explain that any better. So guys, yeah, we're playing a slightly high risk game here. This is DGen stuff on a Saturday, and looking, like he said, we are short and sweet. We're not looking for massive moves. Yeah, I think there's a lot of potential for us to still get a lot of downside now leading into next week, unless we get some kind of catalyst here. So we're trying to go in, we're trying to go out. Uncle Jay here. Yes, look at those guns. Look at that. Look how tight that shirt is on the guns, guys. Look at this man. Okay, what is cooking in your kitchen there, sir? Are you cooking anything up for us yet? Do we have anything going?
I'm kind of looking at SPX a little bit. I'm not sure if you guys have covered that yet.
No, do you want to bring up your chart? I can't see your screen just yet.
Sure. Let me have a look at it. Yeah, but I have some higher time frame plays. But if we're looking for some DGen type of trades, then maybe this might be good.
Yeah, we're looking for a couple of scalps, and I think in between some time we can all just pull out a couple of higher time frame setups, because I think the guys are going to need to be prepared next week. I think we need to make sure we've got some banging zones that we are ready to act if there is another sell-off. So, guys, you're going to get a little bit of both here. Okay, let's add Jay's screen quickly. Okay, there we go.
Right, just something very, very simple. SPX over here, guys, on the 15-minute. So we have a beautiful cluster consolidation over here, sweeping the lows and filling. I'm still waiting for this fill of this wick over here at 83.88. So, I'm going to drop the main chart for this play in Hackers. So this is going to be our swing type of play for this one. But for the live show right now, I'm thinking about going into a long right now, a market buy on SPX. It's kind of risky at the moment because it has already jumped off from that 382 from our hacker hot zone, as well as a shelf over here. So, I wanted to drop this play, a little, scalp play or scam play, as I like to call them. I love to call the word scam plays because, we're looking for those 2, 3, 4%, as Panda said. We're still waiting for that rejection on dominance. So I'm hoping that we could get it all the way back up to the highs here. Just under that wick fill. So there's still around maybe 8% left in this type of move over here. So the TP on this one is going to be 9541 on SPX. And my stop is going to have to be under that wick, right? So, at the moment, our entry is not great if you're going to market buy. And our risk at the moment is around 3%. So guys, if you're taking a trade on 10x, your stop is 3%. So you're going to be risking around 30% of that trade. So make sure that you are either entering on lower leverage, or you can wait for the pullback into the shelf over here. So I really like the cluster consolidation. I love the shelf being built here. It's also a 382, right? So if you would like to have that safer play, you don't want to be risking too much of your margin, then let it come back down to entry again, which is 87.53. Let me repeat that number again, 87.53. We can even put a price note here for you guys to have a look at it back at home. And these charts will be dropped in the Hacker Discord as well, in the charting zone, guys, so don't worry about that. So the entry over here for the safe entry is 8759. And then your stop will just go below that 618, which will be only a 2% stop. But if you do market buy now, there is the possibility of getting around a 7 or 8% move on this. As you got to risk it to get the biscuits. So if you're looking to risk some of your money, let's go, right?
I almost want to play rock, paper, scissors with you on this one, because a part of me wants to wait for the entry and part of me wants to push buttons. Yeah. Okay. So
I like a little bit of buttons. So, if you really guys want to, maybe probably do half your position now and half your position a little bit later, right? So it makes you feel that you're in the trade. You don't have that FOMO. You're in, your position size isn't too big. You're not over leveraging. It is the weekend still. And BTC is kind of at their rejection point. So, you know, it is that rock, paper, scissors. So totally, right? So for me, I will enter a position here. Maybe I will do around 40% of my position.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm going to take a small position. What is this? SPX. Okay.
SPX. I see it's Murad meme token. And for the last 3-4 days, it's actually been shooting off randomly, doing its own thing. It seems like his tokens have come back alive again. So for me, I like it. So if you guys are going to take this trade and market buy, then your stop right now, let me repeat it again, guys, is going to be still around 2.5% under that wick. And remember, a lot of the time they do come back to fill 50% of that wick. So, you know, if you would like, you know, enter 40%, then maybe another 20% at 50% of that wick. And then the rest of your entry right on that 382 and a beautiful shelf here, cluster consolidation. And maybe we'll have a really nice entry. But you guys, you can see the price is already starting to move, guys. Volume is starting to pick up. And if BTC goes green, this token is going to run.
Yeah,
right.
I'm with you, bro. Okay, so I'm in here, guys, and also very good advice here. Okay, like you can see the risk. It's very important every single time that you understand, especially the guys trading leverage here. You got to understand the risk. You got to do those risk calculations, and this is where managing your position sizing comes in. Right, you'll sometimes see I trade like $75,000-$100,000 positions on some tokens, and then I'm not like this doesn't faze me at all to open a $3,000 or $5,000 position on something else when I'm just trying to get something going. So work out your position sizing, work out how much risk you want to take, those types of things. So for the sake of this situation, I've got 2,500 SPX, I've got $5,000 injective, and I've got $5,000 Orca running at the moment. Okay, so again, you don't have to go ape. We're just trying to scalp here. We're trying to just make a few dollars here on a Saturday afternoon. Okay, okay, nice, bro. So SPX is locked in. My stop is at 87. That looks okay to me. Let's talk. I want to talk WIF quickly. I see 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 is in the house, and he's our local WIF trader. And I want to pull out this WIF chart quickly, and we just want to go through it. Paul, let me know in the chats, bro. Are you trading some WIFage here? Because I've picked up some interesting reversals. James, I'm not. I want James here, but you're gonna disappear behind the chats. Oh, there, Jay's disappearing behind the chat. See, look at that. Okay, maybe we can move the chat box at some point. Okay, so WIF is interesting on the 1 hour. So again, I'm not looking for anything magical here. I'm not promising we're going to get a monster move out of WIF, but I am picking up lower time frame things. Look at this. We've got bullish divergence print. We've got our blue reversal dot. I've got my VWAP reversal as well. So there may or may not be something brewing here at the moment for WIF. But you heard what Jay was saying, and it's always going to depend on what BTC is going to do. So if BTC is going to start losing that 108 level, then I would expect that these alts start losing their corresponding support. So we might see a situation here, you know, if BTC starts dropping below that 108, you might start seeing then WIF tracking lower, and then we're going to be hunting it down here. So you don't want to be in a situation where you're trying to ride a scalp and then you find yourself with your underpants around your ankles there, trying to drag this thing all the way down, going red, okay, on 10 or 20x. So that is not something you guys want to get involved in. So in terms of WIF, I mean, I'm prepared to have a little sniff around. I just feel like I'm in too many positions now already. I mean, we've been doing this for 5 minutes, and I'm already in like 4 positions here. Okay, but in terms of WIF, it could be a little bit of a mover as well. So we are just typically looking for this consolidation here, and then you look for that trend break. Okay, and when you get that little pop, then you start adding, and we're going to try and ride this thing up. And we're not going to get too aggressive. We're trying to make a few percent here. We're looking at about 1.2 on this WIF at the moment. Let's break this down in lower time frames. Let's just see where we are on. Let's look at the 30 minutes. Let's see what that gives us there.
Boss, okay, when you're done, we need to look at OM.
OM.
When you're done.
Okay.
When you're done.
Are we going to leave here in like 10 positions? We better pull out a couple of shorts here. Okay, we better pull out a couple of shorts. Okay, so typically, guys, what you're looking for, you can see this is a big zone, and obviously we're watching the oscillator. We've printed our first divergence here. We want to see if we can get some other reversal on this guy as well, and we want to consolidate around the zone. And then typically what happens is if it holds, you're going to get some kind of trend break here. Okay. And then you're going to let this thing go. So at the moment, if the market turns bullish, you should be holding 1.08. So watch 1.08 as your whiff low. And there's a possibility here that this thing can start churning a little bit higher here. Maybe I wouldn't even go more than 8%. Let's go like 7%. As a possible move into 1.19, 1.2, somewhere there. Okay, so look for the chop, look for the break, and then there is a little bit of action. Yes, good question. Guys, let me know in the chats what you degens are looking at the moment. You filthy animals. I know you guys are on a Saturday pulling out leverage, doing all these things. Let's see what you guys have got and what can we look at for you. And if anybody is spotting a mad setup or a mad breakout, shout at us. Okay, shout at us there in the chat. James is watching hard for you guys.
Rup was just asking, did your SOL position survive from yesterday?
Yes, I nearly took lickies, guys. I've been chopping and changing the SOL position. Look at my lickies here, 170. Okay, 170 there for SOL. Talk about squeaky bum time. $12,000 round trip happening live. I mean, we broke that 200-day MA. I went to 150K long. And then in that meeting yesterday, I had to start cutting. So now we've had a little pop. So I added again to my SOL position. It's now $72,000. But literally, there's lickies, 170. Okay, they're going to come and
What's your entry?
My current average entry is 174. And in terms of the SOL chart, we are pretty much bang on where we want to be. My lickies is 170. So, if we lose the magical line from yesterday, well, then it's pretty much over for me. And that's how we've teed it up. So the crypto gods need to pump me here. Okay,
did you guys get into WLD, boss?
Short or long?
The long today, I dropped this morning. We're up 11% on the long. Whoa, it's flying now.
Tracking it now for the guys. There you go.
Ooh, man.
Good thing I closed the short, eh? Good thing.
Yeah, it's going now. It's going now.
Okay. Look, it's a high risk play. WLD, if you want now, if you got it earlier, obviously banger. But if you're looking at it now, 149, that is going to be your stop loss. That's your best stop loss you can get. OM.
I think OM is about to do the same.
Okay,
I'm not trying to FOMO. But,
give me your chart, bro.
Right here.
I'm trying to FOMO.
I'm trying to be logical here. God damn it.
Sorry, not sorry.
Look at this pattern, man.
FOMO, guys. Okay.
I'm not trying to FOMO, but look at this pattern, right?
When entry, bro.
Fuck me, man.
When entry.
It's OM though.
Exactly. You know what? I'm happy with the 3% loss on this. I'm gonna 7x a position right now, and I'm gonna put my stop loss very tight at around 3,975.
Okay, so am I opening OM here?
I am.
Well, I mean,
not financial advice. I'm going long. Okay. I'm going long right now.
Okay, so
7x small position.
Yeah, I see this thing's turning. Why the fuck are people buying OM? Such a shitcoin.
And it's doing the same pattern right before a pop and then a strong rejection. So we're going to try to ride this at least to the POC, which is 0.4496. That should be a TP area. And if we are lucky, final TP would be kind of filling this wick, half of this wick at least, at 48.83. So
where's my stop? Tell me where my stop is.
I have two stops. Do you want degenerate or sophisticated?
Give me the dirty one where I'll need a shower.
Dirty one, 39.73. A close, a 1 hour close.
I mean, I've done some worse things in my life. Okay, 39.33.
39.73 or, yeah, 39.
Okay. 0.3973. Okay, that's fine. That's reasonable. That's fine. Yeah. I don't need a shower after that, bro. If you gave me under the 15-minute candle, I'd tell you I need some like antiseptic or something.
Nah. TP 4487, and then we'll leave 20% to run for that way.
I'm presetting this TP here, 4487. Let me show the guys exactly what I'm doing here. I'm trading this on Blowfin. Okay, so 4487. Okay, so I'm just going into the TPSL, okay, and we're going to go 0.4487. Okay, there it is. That's quite a big move, though. That's like a $700 profit on this thing.
It's a 7%, 8% move.
Okay, cool. Okay, so OM is cooking, SPX is cooking, Injective cooking, Orca is cooking. Okay, and let's see where's our bonkage. Bonks, I'm getting rinsed on bonks. What the fuck? Okay. come, this thing must go. It must go with SOL. Okay, so I'm tracking this on my DGen 5-minute VWAP situation. You can see these VWAPs. Look at how these VWAPs are squeezing here at the moment. Look at this. Look at these guys. So we're going to get some kind of move here, I think. Look at that squeezing up here at the moment. So hopefully we just get something like this and then pop in a dream situation. We get the reset there on that oscillator. So that is kind of what we are looking for there at the moment. Yeah, SOL, we're getting SOL rockets here in the chats from Diamond D, but I'm so close to Lickies. So close to Lickies here.
Have you guys got an ETH play yet?
Give us some Aave or something like that. Yeah,
I'm looking at MKR. Funny enough, it actually just like it's doing something. It's doing a little something. I'm looking maybe even a 2% move, 3% move. That could be good, I think.
Okay.
On MKR.
Let's feed them. Let's go.
Perfect.
Here it is.
A lot of talk about layer in there. Lots of people asking about it. The Nagel and a bunch are saying
layer was cooking when I last checked.
Yeah, Dave dropped a really, really good trade. We took it live on Friday, and it just rocketed while the market was dumping, actually. You know, Dave, he's an animal. He's an animal. He finds these tokens out of nowhere, and they just seem to rocket.
He always finds the strangest shit. And then sometimes you go once, it doesn't work, and then the next time you go, fucking hell, you think absolutely print. Yeah, that layer is a proper thing.
Sure, guys. So, I mean, looking at MKR here, I mean, it is consolidating and it is a very slow token. But once this token decides to get going, it's like that diesel tractor. It just starts to keep moving and moving and moving. I remember everyone tried to short this token when it was flying and the market was falling over. Everyone tried to short Maker, and that really didn't work. So, I mean, there's about a 4% move, 4.5% move here. But, you know, the first TP for me would be around 2.5%. So if you would like to do a bit of a break shake here, I'm going to take a playbook out of Panda's trades here. Break shake. We're going to play on the break of value area high over here. So right now it's holding POC. I'm looking to have a little break of the value area high. If it does break above here with a 15-minute candle close, I'm going to take a long on Maker and take it all the way to 1,716 will be my first TP zone. You know, and if they do decide to come back into value area low, then I'm going to actually hold this trade. You know, Panda speaks about on his sessions. He talks about playing it as a scalp, but then into a swing trade, right? So if this does decide to come back into value area low, I'm going to actually keep this position. You know, if BTC does decide to go back to all-time high, or we do start to go into those high 120s, 130s that we do speak about in Chart Hackers. We have a really, really good plan for BTC, and we've had amazing entries. So I hope that everyone in Chart Hackers got those entries on AVAX, on Pepe, on WIF, on Bonk. You know, we gave out so many trades, boss. Yesterday must have been about 11 setups, and everyone got the limit orders. Really, really good.
Guys, remember, this is a Chart Hackers team live trading situation you are watching. So, you know, obviously we keep our team pretty hidden in Chart Hackers because they are such absolute weapons. And we've got a growing and thriving community in there. These are two of the traders. There's more, okay, believe it or not. And these are two of the savages in there. And Maruk says, OM just popped. Okay, so Maker, we are waiting. Is that the situation? We are waiting a little bit.
We could jump in because then you could limit the stop loss. But if you would like to make sure that this trade is, you know, comfortable and you've broken the value area high, because if you look at where, you know, we had this Donald Trump sell-off, this is a huge imbalance in the chart and inefficiency, and the market doesn't like inefficiencies. So we have the rising trend here. So what a lot of the time, as Dylan mentions on his shows, you know, you lose the rising trend, touch 1, touch 2, touch 3. And we always look for that bearish retest. It normally comes into that like reversal 618 or that reversal 707, you know, and I'm looking for something like that reversal bearish retest. And that for me could be really good. And we could take that, even if we get a nice, you know, 4.5%, I'm going to take that, right? Not a full handbag, but, you know, it's some money in the bank. So I kind of like the setup.
Just remember what we're doing here, guys. Okay, we're not looking for massive moves. We're trying to just bank a couple of moves. I see OM is popping there nicely already, so we're getting a little bit of action. My trades are turning green. I'm just waiting for Injective to turn green, and then I think we're all good. My bonk is now flat. Okay, cool. So things are doing things. Mia
He's
says
talking about
Orca's
Orca here.
Yes, Orca's starting to move. Okay, Mia's obviously trading the 1 minute candles, I'm guessing, when she's throwing out fire. But yeah, looking good, looking good. Okay, so guys, we are currently long. We're pretty flat still, injective, but that's cool. SPX is good, OM is good, and we are long Orca, and I'm long Bonk as well. Okay, so we don't want to get in too many positions. Okay, I'm already now feeling like shit. If there's one more, I'm going to have to close one to take another one. You don't want to end up in a situation where you're in so many positions and then they dip the market and then you get rinsed. Okay, so that is not obviously what we want to achieve here. So pick one or two of your favorites and then have a go on these.
But the nice thing with this trade, guys,
closing a trade for another trade, how do you feel about price discovery trade?
On what?
I mean, I'm just saying, you want to put my charts.
What are you giving me? Hype, or what are you giving me?
I'm giving you Maple Finance.
Okay. I mean, can you even trade this thing? Can you even trade it on a in perps?
Yeah.
Filthy.
All-time highs. I mean, this is just 100% off the stocks. Look at that, man. The daily is turning in for a divergence. So daily stocks, like we have room to go. 8 hours green and pointing upwards, and it's even overtaking what was causing the divergences. That kind of evens it out. 4 hour green might print the divergence here, so we have like about a half a day. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Don't tell me when entry. This is probably the riskiest trade, and you know me with breakouts. This is
the top of the top.
Saying this is the riskiest trade. I would
bottom
drop.
of the barrel. That's bottom of the barrel.
Yes, that's blindfolded in a shooting range.
It's actually a good token, though. It really is.
No, I believe so. And I remember some trades in this thing. No, I feel you. I just, for me, that's too scary for me. But
highest risk ever.
If you can give us
if the people watching, if they understand the risk, do you want me to drop the setup? Because I can drop it right now.
Yes,
I will take it.
Setup. Let's see what the setup looks like. As long as there's a reasonable exit plan, then we're good. As long as we have an understanding of where we're getting out, then I'm happy to have a crack at this.
Yeah. I don't want any closes.
Tony says when sell.
Yes. Oops, short. That's for Cookie and Master.
When short.
Conservative. Yep. And then this will kind of be like TBC, but conservative degen pullback. Let the consolidation happen here. Let it wick in to test the previous deviation and the previous wick. If it holds, that's your trigger long. And then we kind of determine there. Super degen, like really, most likely you will get stopped out, which is my trade, is this. Again, everything gets invalidated beneath a close on the 5 or the 15 minute, beneath a cluster low. So if we look at this like this, this is a cluster. Lows, mid of the cluster, top of the cluster. If we get a close, 15-minute close candle here under the lows, it's kind of invalidated. So that's if you're long in it now, right?
Okay, but I mean, you've given a nice entry zone. That's a reasonable setup. I like the look of that thing. I feel like more comfortable now. Okay, so looking for a little dip into that nice little entry box. Panda, just drop that in Chart Hackers quickly for the guys there. Okay, so we'll drop that chart in Chart Hackers right now for you guys, and you can play with those levels.
You should look at syrup too, because syrup is on this maple. And if
that is syrup. That is syrup.
Is maple syrup?
No, syrup.
Yeah, this syrup, as in maple syrup, Canadian.
That's the ticker for Maple Finance. I thought this was
syrup.
MPL.
Look at it there at the top. It says syrup.
Oh, it does so. Yeah. Okay, my bad.
Okay, guys, I got a short. It's disgusting. It's disgusting what I've got here. Okay, let's pull this out. Take a look at this thing. Can anyone tell me why must mask go higher? Can anyone tell me why? Fundamentally behind this thing, what is this dog shit? Look at this, James.
We're shorting it, no?
We're gonna short this thing. Yes, look at it.
We're up 35% from the. Remember, this was on your show, the first breakout show that we did. We dropped a long, and now it's coming into you because you were telling me to chart it, right? There is a short at the 200.
Okay. Yeah, we are in the zone here, guys. I'm looking at it now. This thing is. You got a 10% situation here on the daily. we're printing reversals there on that daily. I just want to see on lower time frame here. Like, I think they're going to come and fill this wick over there. So I think they're going to come and do that. And this could be another saga situation where we can start building a short here over a space of about 10%. So we're just looking for these continuous reversal prints here. Let's see what we got on the 8. Okay, you see we got lower highs now coming on the oscillator here. So we're just looking for this stuff. Just keep these lower highs. As long as we get these lower highs, we're going to get this divergence here. Okay. Okay, look at this panda. Oh, have you got the chart in front of you?
Yeah. That and cookie. So it's simple here.
Let's see. Yeah, this mask, bro.
I really hope this pans out. This will be absolutely sexy. So this is from last week from your show. So that's a 40% move right there, and then we play it into a short. That will make my my month actually. So yeah, super bearish order block coming in. Most likely is going to fill this wick. What we want to see is, you know, kind of like a grind and then a little bit of a consolidation under the block. That usually gives you an indication that we're slowing down, and then we pierce here like with conviction. You know what I mean? Like not just a simple pop, a strong pop in here with a, you know, a body close around the order block, and then we start to trickle down and go again for a lower high. That would be the trigger for my short. Very simple, you know, nothing new. This is it's most likely going to be a very strong rejection given it's at the 200-day MA. But I need to point out this because we have another one by the yearly open. And the reason why I say yearly open level is because I want to say 90% of the alts that we've been trading, the goal was to hit the yearly open, and they did, and then they started falling over. So is this lagging, or is this running out of steam? This is a high conviction short, but keep in mind that we might have a much bigger short here at around the $3 mark. So for now, I'm setting my limit order. I will take the short.
What's your number there, Panda? Just for, because I can't see it on the screen. Yeah, the entry there.
Entry will be around 2.375.
Okay.
With I'll lower this down because beneath this wick, this will be a very slow cooker. This is what we take for a swing short. This is how we build a 3x and a 5x. These are the trades that I kind of drop in the longer time frame setup. So your stop loss is going to be 2.54, which is about 6%. 7%, and we would stagger orders. So, you know, if you follow how I trade in chart hackers, you know that I do usually 3 orders when it comes to stop losses like this, and I would put my biggest position size at the very end of the stop loss. First of all, it evens out your 7% to around something like 4.5, which is I'm willing to take risk on this trade. I would enter just a small nibble. I would enter like 10%, 15% of the trade. Actually, let's keep it rounded numbers. I would enter 10% here. Right. And then here, I would add on about 30% of my margin. And then here is where I would go my biggest size left from my margin. So then it kind of evens out the stop loss to somewhere here. Yep.
Okay, I've started laddering in some positions here. Yeah, so I've pretty much done the same thing here. So I've got orders at 2.3, 2.37, 2.45, 2.52. Yeah, so just going to do this slowly. We can see this thing is pumping into a danger zone. We've had a lot of success on a lot of tokens from ETH to Sol to even all the other shit coins pumping into the 200-day MA. I'm talking WLD. I'm talking all these other things. It makes perfect sense that this mask runs into that 200-day MA. So yeah, I'm looking for a nice reversal short there. And I've got my first entry already. I've taken a small position like I did with Saga yesterday. And I've loaded up. I've got 4 more orders on the upside there. And stop zones, above that 2.57, 2.55 sort of region there that Panda was talking about. What was the number there, Panda?
2.531, or you can go a little bit higher, 2.557.
Okay.
Because you kind of want to avoid that wick, right? Because a lot of stop losses are here. That's the only thing.
Yeah, okay, there we go. We locked and loaded there, and I've started this thing isolated, and the leverage I've used is 7x leverage. Okay, so we're going to just let this thing do what it needs to do. If it does pump into those zones on the upside there, let's just measure how much it can go. So yeah, that's another 12% pump. So just make sure you are covered for that 12% push. What is the fundamental situation with this mask? Do we even know what this thing is?
I'm the wrongest person to ask.
Yeah, I've heard the name, but a long time ago. No idea what the token does.
It just
we should take a look at 𝗬𝗔 or 𝗬𝗰 here. Tons of people asking after that big dump in the news and everything. Maybe we could look at that for everybody.
Okay, so there
Guys,
was
treat it like OM.
Like there was news on 𝗬𝗰 yesterday. There were rumors that they were going to sort their things out. I see we're getting a little dump in the market here.
Yeah.
Let's get out some 𝗬𝗰 quickly. How's our trades here? Okay, the trades are OM is flat. SPX is $16 down. Injective is red, 60 down. 𝗏𝗀 is -30. Okay, so we're still okay. We're still okay. Let's go 𝗬𝗰. Okay, let's see what we got here. Yeah, so there were rumors that they were sorting it out, and there was a bounty for the hacker, and I mean they were basically begging, weren't they? And they offered a $5 million. What's the story?
A $5 million bounty, and then everybody was screaming on Twitter that the hacker has agreed to take the $5 million because they said, listen, if the hacker just turns everything back over, we'll give him $5 million, no legal action, whatever. Yeah. And there was rumors that he took it, but I didn't see any actual announcement from 𝗬𝗔 that was the case. That may have changed. I haven't checked it since last night.
Look, this was the plan when we looked at this 2-3 days ago. So we wanted a pump to the upside, then a rejection. So it's pretty much playing out. We actually just want this thing to fill this wick. I think before there's a big news event, we're probably going to come and fill this wick. That's the most, the most obvious scenario to me. So 148 down to 135, that whole region there, you can see we've got a slight pivot level here. Look at that, bang. And you got your 100-day MA. So anywhere in that zone. But I'd be super careful here. But if it does drop into here, look out for some kind of news event, okay, in that sort of situation. Oh, the hackers returned the funds or something like that. And then maybe a little bit of a pump there. Okay, so possible reversal on the daily coming. Look for that fill. Look for that wick fill. 146, guys. That is the most obvious thing. Nicholas says it's bait. Everything is on chain. What's bait? The 5 million. And Crypto Lady says dupes is long 𝗬𝗰. Yeah, look, I mean, the news was out. It's public news. And one of the big 𝗬𝗰 guys, I don't even know, what was that guy? That 𝗬𝗰 guy that we saw that tweet of. Is he a community member or is he part of the group or whatever? But he was basically saying good news coming very soon. Now, that will obviously push 𝗬𝗰 up. It will obviously push 𝗬𝗰 up as well because they seem to be under pressure together there.
Mr. Defined Bicep here saying that it's fake news that they didn't come to an agreement. And that's where everybody was screaming in our chat last night. I said, well, I'm checking 𝗬𝗰 to see if there's an announcement from the actual, token themselves. And I saw nothing. I saw that they offered the deal, but I saw no agreement. So maybe that was just all hype.
Yeah, so Fartcoin still chilling in its zone here. Let's see what else we got. Oh, virtual. Jeez, man. I mean, yeah, these guys, these degens wanted me to hold that position yesterday. So I was $5,500 up. I'm probably like $2,500 up now. But big support coming here for virtual. Look, guys, we left it in your hands. You tell me what to do. And
the chat wrecked you. Shit.
Yeah, well, they were like, send it or end it. But yeah, I mean, that's fine. I'm a bit of a degen. That's fine. I'm prepared to take the gamble. Big support here, guys, is this. We looked at this yesterday, 188. So yeah, I'm just going to wait patiently now and see if we can hold this 188. I love what's going on here. Okay, you're getting this whole situation here where we could start arguing that there's like a massive inverse head and shoulders brewing for this thing. So yeah, I'm obviously trying to hang on as long as I can. We've got I think it was 243 and 263 as the potential upside targets here for that thing. So looking for that. And Maritza is telling jokes in the comments there. XRP. Let's look at XRP. Come, let's look at it. In fact, should we get James to chart XRP because he loves XRP so much?
Exactly, that's a good idea.
Chart XRP, bro. Come on.
There's nothing to look at. It just sits sideways all the time anyway. Right?
on,
It goes
James.
up 3 cents. It goes down 3 cents. It does nothing.
I think, guys, I vote in the chats here. Let me know. Should James chart XRP because he loves it so much? Okay. If you guys agree, then he's going to chart it. It's the only way you're going to see XRP here if James pulls it up. James is going to say it's going to 100, says the 𝗏𝗏𝗟𝗏. Yeah, they want you to chart it, bro.
No,
James,
10,000. 10,000.
$10,000. Kimmy really wants James to chart this thing. Okay. Come, James. Come, get your screen out. Let's go. Come on, give us some XRP. We're waiting. The world is waiting. The world is waiting. Panda, what else you got there, bro?
I see a couple of...
James, are you getting your chart, bro?
Are you putting my screen or...
Yes.
Just looking at a
James,
couple of...
James, I think James thinks I'm joking. Yeah. Get out your chart.
On the spot. Let's
Okay,
go.
Okay, what is this, Panda? What are we looking at?
Dinosaur shitcoin, EOS. Some of you might remember one of our biggest swing shorts that we've done into a long. Back in April, we shorted the hell out of this, and then Dave came in and he longed the hell out of this. It was beautiful. It was a tag team. Anyways,
that. Amazing.
Yeah, right. Is coming in the same kind of formation. Trend line is here. We're about to claim that trend line. Let me just, it's a little bit messy, sorry. Anywho's, I'm looking at a longer time frame, 8 hour. Looks like it's about to do a double hidden bullish divergence, which is really good. It's holding the 50 MA and really consolidating around it. Very nice. Sitting in an order block, a bullish order block. 4 hours also indicating another possible print. And every time, look at this, like it's kind of forming the same here, which leads to a grind up and then a pop. So I'm liking this on the 4 and the 8 hour. No other levels to look at other than this right now at the moment. If we go higher on the 8 hour, this would be a nice setup right here. Something like this by that 618. Also a slow cooker, 6-7%. We can try to be bullish and break these levels, or we can just be conservative and shoot for these levels. So what I see in front of me here is possibility of a little bit more of a consolidation and a grind up kind of thing. What would give me, to long it right now is if we're grinding up and then we push back down to the 0.5 fib and we quickly reclaim it. That's a very nice long, a quick scalp long. Conservative setup though here is we want this rising wedge, this rising trend. And then we want to lose it because that's the previous month high level and the 618 fib and a bullish order block. We come in here and then we hold it, consolidate a little bit, kind of fake down, come claim the yearly open, and off we go. This will be a 3-step build. 3-step build is, we enter position here, whether it's full position or not. And then on the next claim of a level, we will be adding. Once we get back to the rising trend, we'll be adding to the position and kind of move the trade average entry up to here, which is beneath the rising trend. That's best bullish case scenario if we claim it and we go upwards. We can really increase the size on this one, and it would give us a nice double bottom with an entry here.
So what is that entry level there? What are the numbers?
So I would put a limit order starting with 0.6720. I would go in like 20%. And then another limit order at 0.6483. And then another order at 6322.
I see crypto ladies loving EOS at the moment there. Loves it. It's absolutely loves it. Look at it.
It's giving a nice, it's a very dinosaur coin, but it respects levels. I like that. And we're looking at the 8 hour.
Trade it, bro. If it pumps, we trade it. That's good.
Yeah, I'm keeping my eye on this because I might drop a scalp here. We might be taking this a double bottom on the 2 hour, which is very good. And it's holding the 50 MA, giving a blueprint and a hidden bullish divergence. So we might start something here. Only reason why I'm not starting it is we have a lot of positions and it's fun and games, but at the end of the day, it's our money and we need to be conservative when it comes to that. So I'm not calling a trigger here yet, but I might play this a very short scalp to the yearly open, kind of a 3-to-1 trade, 3% stop loss for a 7% TP, and then, onwards.
Got you, bro. Okay, let's talk. Mia wants to do. Mia saying WIF is not happy, and then James is charting XRP for us. It's coming in hot. Okay, so Mia, here's the WIF situation. So we only want to really get concerned under this 1.08. Okay, so basically we're just looking for this chop here, blah blah blah, and let's see if we get something. Okay, so we're kind of watching these oscillators. We want to see the reversal. So 1.08, Mia, that's the big one there for us at the moment. So just keep your eyes on that support. James, are you ready?
No.
Okay, James doesn't want to chart XRP. Guys, you're going to have to really ask him a little bit nicer here. Okay, Mr. Muscles here, guns.
Yes, sir.
What's going on there? What's cooking? Give us a higher time frame for this week.
Well, I'm looking actually at a BTC long. I would like to actually have a long on BTC first. You know, we charted this out in Asia and through London on the weekend, right? The chat gets a little bit quiet. And everyone was like freaking out, also falling over, panicky mode. And we charted out this BTC over here, forming a W formation, you know, and we have only two drills. So falling 1 and falling 2. And now we have a higher low and it's forming a beautiful neckline, bouncing off that 382. And it's kind of holding the 1 hour EMA, which is the 200 and the 50 now on BTC. So we have a higher low W pattern formation. We have a trend break. Now they have come, if I zoom in here a little bit, you can actually see this engulfing candle. And what they'd like to do is at least fill 50% of that engulfing candle. Now we have 382, a beautiful shelf here. You know, Dylan calls them, you know, those horizontal supports, you know, touch 1, touch 2, top of the neckline, break out of the trend, fill the engulfing candle, back onto that 382, which is also a hot zone indicator. So, you know, I really like this. And we have this imbalance on BTC where they did sell off. So where the sell off happens, this is called your market maker candle. And a market maker candle is an engulfing candle, right? It's normally around 2.5% more volume. That's why you'll see on my chart that the candle actually changes color, right? It's an engulfing candle, right? Or a vector candle. And these vector candles get filled a lot of the time. So we have a wonderful fair value gap sitting here, which is right under that wick fill. So people, when they short BTC, they will put their stop losses right here. So what I'm trying to think about doing is targeting these guys' stop losses. So when we take the long, if the long right now, I've actually entered the long already, and we entered this morning in Chart Hackers over here. And now I'm looking to add to my position over here. And I'm going to target about 110,800 on BTC. That would be my max extension for this weekend because we have that Monday holiday. I'm looking for a little bit of like madness. I'm really, really hoping that they start running with the price. And because we have the holiday on Monday, the US doesn't get the entries and Asia starts to pump the markets. We saw this happen in December in that Trump pump. Remember, every morning, Asia pump. Every morning, Asia pump. New York dumped. So what I'm trying to think about is Asia is in full control for 36 hours from Monday to Tuesday. So I'm thinking that maybe, you know, we could have a little bit of filth in the market for the next maybe 24, 48 hours. I'm hoping on something like that.
I like that.
I'm thinking we send it, sir.
Yeah. I mean, there is the possibility, guys. So I've given Chart Hackers, you know, the option of the 3 drills. So the drill 1 is 1 here, guys. 1, 2, and then 3. And this will line up with our 618, our hacker zone. You know, they could come to 105. But for now, the pattern formation on BTC does look fine. And if we are going to hold the EMA 1 hour, 50 and 200, I'm going to be happy. We're sitting on a 382. It's not the macro 382. It is, on a 1 hour time frame. But we do have the imbalance. We have the fair value gap. And there are a lot of liquidations at just under 111,000. So, yeah, I think that this could be a really good play. And if this does work out, guys, you know, then all the 𝗏𝗀𝗃, MKR, all the trades that you guys took right now, they should be in profits then, right? If this goes up. So we've got a lot of plays set up for you guys in Chart Hackers. If you would like the full breakdown of this, you know, guys, you know where the link is. Join the link. I'm sure we will actually even give away some. Maybe we should give away, boss, a free month at Chart Hackers. You know, maybe for the best comment.
Well, how do we do that? What do we need to do? What do you want? What must they do? How do we get them on a free month? Talk to me.
How do we get them a free month? That's a good question. Maybe James, they should put like something, like one of the best comments, something like that in the chats. A best comment, a funny joke, something like that.
I mean, Jay's feeling generous here. He wants to give away $100 worth of value for a good comment. I mean, I'm not against it. I'm happy. Yeah. I'm happy to show something.
Why would you want to join Chart Hackers? How about that?
Yes. Okay. Well, you know what we're gonna do? Okay, this is what we're gonna do. You're gonna have to do a task. Okay, so you're gonna go onto X. You're gonna follow 𝗵𝗵master. Okay, I'm actually gonna show you the exact fucking steps. Okay, and we're gonna pick a winner here. Okay, let's get the exact steps that need to happen here for you guys. You're gonna follow 𝗵𝗵master. Let me just get the chart out. Oh, the chart. Okay, you're gonna follow the 𝗵𝗵master. Okay, there you go. You know all that funny shit you see on my show every single day? I don't know what's up with Twitter. It's like super slow.
Apparently it's out. Chaos is saying, I saw somebody else say that X is down.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's something up here. Okay, but you're gonna follow 𝗵𝗵master, number 1. Okay, then you're gonna follow the Lord. Okay, there we go. Okay, and you're gonna comment on my latest post. Well, when X starts to work. Jay and Panda, your X accounts here, boys.
Arabian 𝗵𝗃𝗍𝗀.
Arabian 𝗵𝗃𝗍𝗀. Okay, let's find. There he is. Again, there's the one. Okay, and let me I'll pull that up now. And Jay, yours is 𝗵𝗵.
Yeah, Trader J 𝗵𝗵. Yeah, that's it.
Trader J 𝗵𝗵. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, you sitting in a suit there, fucking looking sharp. Okay, so you're gonna follow Jay and you're gonna comment on his latest post. Okay. Then you're going to follow Panda and you're going to comment on his latest post. Obviously, X needs to be working. Panda, you got to up these numbers, bro. These are rookie numbers. 307
made it like last month.
No, bro. We got to up this, okay? He's
Y'all
literally
need
the
to
Arabian
send this.
Panda.
You need to send that token, Arabian 𝗵𝗃𝗍𝗀. Send
Okay,
it.
there you go. And then 𝗵𝗵master. So, guys, this is what you're going to do. You're following 𝗵𝗵master. You're following Arabian 𝗵𝗃𝗍𝗀. You're following Trader J 𝗵𝗵. You're going to comment under their latest post, okay? Then James is going to go in there in an hour or so, and he's going to find the best comment, okay, under one of those things. And then that person is going to win 1 month free in Chart Hackers. Okay, do you think that's reasonable, guys? At least we gave them
more
a
than
pass.
fair, man.
Okay, so yeah, anybody who wants Chart Hackers for a month, not everybody, one winner, okay? But you got to go and you got to do these things. Okay?
Everybody's being Chart Hackers.
Okay.
Dylan's feeling generous.
I mean,
You're getting Chart Hackers.
Boys.
You're getting Chart Hackers.
There's one for you. There's one for you. Yeah. Okay. So that's cool. Look, guys, I don't want to overdo it with too many setups here because we're still in a funny phase of the market here where things could absolutely collapse. But what we can see is some of the higher time frames are still a little bit bearish. Bitcoin had a bearish retest, as we know. So we are looking for maybe another push up short term on some of these alts. That's why we got a couple of longs. I think we've locked in a nice short. I think this mask could be a really nice short for us as well, Saga sort of style. I want to give the guys one more short, just in case we have something falling over here. Do you guys have something?
I have this token called 𝗀𝗃𝗃, 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃.
Okay. And Crypto Lady is asking Panda to look at an FLM short. That must be Flamingo. Okay. So Panda, can you get a short there on FLM? Jay's looking at a kernel short, and then we've given them the mask short as well. So then you guys are well covered. Okay, longs and shorts, you're good.
Sure. I mean, I have it just popped up on Sculp Station. So thanks to Kimmy, she showed us this, the scalping website where you start to see a lot of like volatility in the market where things are just up and down. It's just madness. I've never seen this token before, but what I'm basically seeing here is a massive SR flip on kernel. So this can go either way. I mean, if this does break, then we could get into a long as well, but this could take a few days or a few hours, but we would drop this in Chart Hackers for you guys. But for now, I think we might get into a short soon. I'm going to actually drop this one on the Twitter page, I think, boss. What do you think? They should go to the X pages, and then they should find the setup, and maybe that could be one of the comments who actually wants this. But at the moment, it's flying about 12%. And I kind of want to long it actually until the top of the bottom. But I mean, we have
green candles. Okay, let's
go. I want to long the green candles.
Okay, it looks like a nice short at the top. Is that your POC at the top there? 22.
It is the POC here, right at the top. Yeah. So I'm looking into that reverse. So 707, which is around 20 cents, guys. I have no idea how this token moves. So you're going to do exactly like what, with Panda was saying about like layering into those shorts, because sometimes these wicks can be disgusting on these type of tokens and they can fully take you out. We had something like that with Hippo. Remember, boss, we were trading Hippo. It was almost liquidation time. So these shit coins, guys, shit coins. So yeah, for me, like looking at this wick over here, guys, 2082. If it comes close to in the zone over here, I'm going to look for the shorts. If you're an absolute filthy degen and you're looking for that play into there, there's still around 6% until that move. But you're going into a high risk zone, and it is above the equilibrium. So this is a market maker candle, and there is no other person that can move a candle like this other than a market maker. So be careful when you long these very, very big green candles. It can be disgusting. I mean, look at the one here on the side. Look at the size of this. So I've never traded this before, but it does look interesting, a 32% candle. So yeah, they're probably coming for those stop losses. And then I think the Chart Hackers group is going to have a wonderful short here, playing this degen shit on a Sunday morning. It's going to be really fun.
I'm trying to pull up our Chart Hackers TikTok here because I see Crypto Lady was kind enough to remind me.
Nice.
It wants me to sign up and all this shit. Do any of you have that the Chart Hackers TikTok open on a browser there somewhere that you can just flash quickly if anyone does? It wants me to make an account and all sorts of crap on this thing. At the moment, so I can't show them exactly what it is at the moment. I've lost that page. Okay, so Panda, you've got a short. What have you got for us there?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Flamingo FLM.
Yes. Phlegm. I like that already. I really like the scent of it.
Right. I'm very mindful of, if we put it on the daily, I'm very mindful of this level, given how some of these candles are just extremely impulsive. That's a 65% candle on the daily. That's 30% on the daily. I wouldn't be surprised if market pushes and we get another big God candle, green candle, another 25% is nothing for a token like this. So Crypto Lady saying, looking at a short right now, I do agree. It's not my highest conviction short, but yet again, a small pullback here where, we're talking 10%, 11% just back to the POC. I like the fact that we have a very bullish order block here. Most of the time, they either come to get tested or clean the stop losses under these lows, and then come claim the POC. So I see something at least to here. The only reason why I say I'm a bit hesitant, given how impulsive this candle is and how strongly it's holding this fair value gap. I'm waiting for the 4 hour to close, and that should give me an idea. But if you were to enter, you got something right here. Do be mindful of the stocks on the 4 hour. It's about to turn green with a bullish divergence. Bullish print. So keep that in mind. You might get something, wicky, a couple of wicks, very similar to the BMT swing that we did. We swung a 45% short last month, and it did 2 to 3 massive wicks. It was just taking everyone that was shorting, and then it took everyone that was shorting again. And on the third try is when we got it. So if you're in Chart Hackers, you definitely remember that short. I see FLM doing kind of the same thing.
Okay, well, look, you guys have got our view on Bitcoin short term. You've got Jay's long BTC setup. You know how to exit that thing. You've got some Sculp altcoin setups there. You know how to get out of them, and you've got some. You got a couple of short setups. I'd say we've dished out a fair amount. We're going to keep the rest of that. We're going to keep the rest of that, obviously, in Hackers. This happens in Hackers all the time, guys. These guys do their own stages. They do their own sessions with everybody. Jay's trading the Asia session. He's doing gold. He's doing the NASDAQ. What else do you like doing in those sessions there?
We trade a lot of BTC. We do some alts. We do, and from this week, guys, we're actually going to be starting, with the Forex. So we're going to update the stonks and the gold section. We're going to add one more little section there, Forex, right? So we're going to be trading like Euro, USD, the DAX, you know, these type of things. So if you guys are looking, or you're looking for a different type of asset, and you know the crypto market can be extremely volatile, you know, these ups, these downs. If you're looking for something a little bit more stable, I guess you could say, there may be something like the Euro USD, USD JPY, trading the UK 100 with me. You know, these are swing plays, and you'll play them for 3, 4, 5 days, you know, at a time. And it's a lot less stressful. But if you love the madness and you love the popcats and the shit coins and everything just going bonkers, then, you know, that's where we have different types of traders and different types of styles, you know. So, but if you guys like the gold setups, they're really fast and they are the most volatile trades you guys have ever seen. If you want to sit on a 1 minute candle and the gold is going up and down and you're sitting there stressing, oh my goodness, it's like something out of a movie. It's really crazy. And then watch how the chat fires up when I'm going TP1, TP2, TP3, TP4, 8 TPs in a row. And they like do a 10x on their accounts in one trade. So guys, if you're looking for that, then join.
Is 𝗏𝗏𝗏 not in Chart Hackers?
I thought he was. Didn't we already hook him up with that, or was that a bit funded?
That was
we got him something.
It was 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 got into Chart Hackers. I think 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 got a bit funded.
He's always on the X.
𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, let's talk on the show. Let's talk on the show on Monday. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Okay, it will give me time to get a little discount thing. Maybe we can give away a discount to a couple of people there.
Well, the X thing isn't working either, so we can't do what we were just talking about. Everybody's like, "Oh man, it's not working. I can't do any of it." So maybe
how about they go to our TikTok page? So I have got it on the page, boss. You can show them. Yeah, there you go, guys. Go, and there's the pin video over here. Why don't you guys go comment on the pin video? So we need a repost, a share, a comment. On Boss's picture here, guys. This first one over here, if you guys see that. Hit that one, hit the repost, hit the comment, give it a like, tell us why you want to join Chart Hackers. And then
there you go. There you go. Okay, nice. You heard that, everybody. Listen to Jay one more time. Tell them how to get how that lucky person is going to
first go to our Chart Hackers, you know, at Chart Hackers with an S, guys, right? So 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 comment, like or love, right? And hit that share button, right? If you can do all of those, and you must be following, right? Don't do all 3 of the steps and then not be following the Chart Hackers. Comment there, why do you want to join Chart Hackers? And the best comment, that person's going to be joining us for a month. And then you can go and tell everyone how you made your whole monthly payment or subscription in one trade from Chart Hackers, right?
That's banger. Okay, that was a good idea. That was the best idea of the day. Okay, okay, guys, we're not going to keep you much longer. You've got the setups. Everything is available in Chart Hackers for you guys, obviously all the time. Okay, the team's always active. They're all over the world. Thank you, legends. Jay, good work there, sir. Yes, sir. See you later. Panda, thank you, sir. Catch you later.
Be safe out.
If you guys are enjoying the weekend breakout trades, best you let us know in the chats, because if you're not enjoying it, then why would we do it? You know what I mean? We'll just keep it for hackers. James, thank you, sir.
Okay, have a good one.
We back tomorrow night. Crypto Banter main channel. You're gonna catch me. We're gonna break down the week ahead. So pump or dump the market. At least we're gonna have a situation where we can try and figure out what the next move is. So guys, looking forward to tomorrow night. See you guys later.